Here's a perfect scenario to describe how COVID-19 has affected this NFL season. The positive coronavirus test by 49ers receiver Kendrick Bourne yesterday came back negative today, so it is considered a false positive. However, Bourne and 3 other players who were in close contact and placed on the COVID-19 list still all must miss tonight's game against the Green Bay Packers. On Monday night, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers improved to 6-2, defeating the New York Giants, and in that game, Tom Brady once again surpassed Drew Brees on the all-time list for touchdown passes. Brady now has 561 for his career, one more than Brees, and those two will square off when the Saints visit Tampa Bay Sunday night. When that happens, Brady will have his old buddy Antonio Brown to throw to. Those two were together for all of one game with the Patriots last year before New England released Brown for actions that earned him an 8-game suspension from the NFL. Now wearing number 81 with the Bucs, he says he will make his Tampa debut as a changed man.
Well, I just been spending a lot of time with family, working on myself within, and just staying resilient, keeping the mind on the mission. That's being a football player and doing all the things that come with that. Even when the times got hard, keeping myself in shape, keeping myself motivated from within, not listening to the naysayers or not giving doubt or worries about will I be able to return. I had good trainers, good people around me in my corner that kept me encouraged, that kept me motivated. And I just believe, I knew one day I would get a chance to be back in this position. And I just try to check every box to make sure when I was able to get back, that I was ready to go.
What would you say to those naysayers?
Well, we shall see about Antonio Brown. What we have seen, though, Patrick Mahomes continues to impress. The story goes the Super Bowl 54 MVP asked his organization, the Kansas City Chiefs, to make their home Arrowhead Stadium an Election Day voting site. However, the venue did not have enough voting machines, according to the election board. After hearing that, Mahomes and the team bought new machines, splitting the cost of the 6-figure price tag. So good for him. Mahomes has been a history maker at quarterback. For those of you who watched the exciting Chargers-Broncos game Sunday that literally went down to the last play, you witnessed a part of history too. Leading that CBS broadcast team were producer Kimani Morales and director Mark Grant. They made up the first black producer-director team to lead an NFL game broadcast. Well, whenever baseball players return to the field for spring training, Bruce Maxwell will be among them. The only player to kneel during the national anthem in the 2017 season, Maxwell has signed a minor league deal and agreed to attend camp with the New York Mets. He suffered plenty of backlash from fans and some teams for kneeling and has not pitched in the majors since 2018. All right, back in May, there was chatter that Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield were considering a fight. Holyfield just turned 58. Tyson's 54, and yeah, we had a little bit of fun saying that this would be a preview of what that fight might look like. Well, the same thing just might apply now that Tyson is signed on the dotted line to go up against 51-year-old Roy Jones Jr. the Saturday after Thanksgiving. The fight will be at Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, and these two champions and boxing legends truly believe they will turn back the hands of time in the ring on November 28th.
We're freaks. That's why this is such a big thing. We're two of the most explosive guys to ever touch a boxing ring. At 54, I rather watch him beat the mitts and the bag more, rather than any other young guy right now because it's so exciting. And at 51, I'm so fast that people are looking at it and saying they got to be speeding this up. No, they're not. But when you got two legends like that, how can you not get right? He inspires me just by how hard he's working and how much he's preparing to get back in the ring. And he's 3 years older than me. So if he can do it, why can't I?
All right, so Fred, you heard Roy Jones say there, he's so fast. He and Tyson, freaks of nature. Your reaction?
I think I have a name for the fight, the Geritol Brawl.
That's pretty good.
Or Get Off My Lawn.
That's pretty good. So you should manufacture some T-shirts. I like the Geritol Brawl. I like that. Now, so Roy Jones, pretty good answer.
Yeah.
But Mike Tyson, he was typical Mike. Take a listen.
Oh.
Listen, I just feel magnificent. I've been training. Someone gave me a proposition to come fight. I believe it was Bob Sapp, and at first I said, "Hey, forget that. I don't want to fight nobody." Then a light bulb went off in my head. Said, "Bing." what kind of rules would he like to fight? And he said, I said, would he box me? I'm the Marcus Queensberry. And then they called me, said yes. And then it went from him to someone else, and then from Shannon Briggs to someone else. And now I know I'm sitting here, I'm fighting Roy.
I love Mike.
To quote Mike again, for those who may have missed it, a light bulb went off in my head and it said, bing. That was my favorite part of the quote.
May not have been a light bulb. Could have been a voice. I'm just saying.
Well, whatever the voices are saying, they're saying to both he and Roy Jones Jr., you guys fight, and some people will buy it, apparently, on Thanksgiving weekend. Will you be one of them?
No. As a matter of fact. I'll wait for the book.
Hey, that could be a ways off, too.
You know what? I don't know, man. Thanksgiving, I may have to do it. I may just have to break down and give myself an early Christmas present.
So you're looking for comedy, is what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm looking for.
All
Here.
right.
Geritol Brawl. All right, Anthony, thank you so much. We'll be back.